Namaste to all. This is part 3 of Vedic Fundamentals. We saw the name of Almighty God in the last 2 parts, as well as many more Vedic knowledge, and also this part also we will see more names of Almighty God. Almighty God has got so many names in the Vedas. Each and every name has got different qualities of Almighty God, but Almighty God is one. So the more we understand the qualities of God, the more we will develop love and affection towards Almighty God. That's why I'm making this series from the book Light of Truth. Om Shanno Mitraha Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavat Varyama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnur Urukramaha. In this mantra, Shanno Mitraha Varunaha Aryama Brihaspati Urukrama, all these are names of Almighty God. Mitraha means, of course, Mitra means we say friend, but Mitraha also means Medayati, Snihayati, Snihate Vasa Mitraha. Mitra is the name of God because He loves all and is worthy of being loved by all. That's why Almighty God is called as Mitraha. Varunaha means Yah Sarvan Sishtanu Mumukshun Dharmatmano Vrinoti Atva Yah Sishtair Mumukshubir Dharmatma Bir Vriyate Vayaryate Vasa Varunaha Parameshwara. God is called Varuna because He accepts the self-disciplined, learned, those who desire salvation, the emancipated, that is people who have attained moksha, and the pious, and who is accepted by the chosen salvation seekers. That's why God is called as Varuna. Also God is called as Varuna because He is the most excellent. Varuno Nama Varaha Sreshtaha is the most Sreshta, most excellent. God is called as Aryama because Yo Aryan Swamino Nyayadishan Nimite Manyan Karoti So Aryama. He is impartial. He is the supreme judge. He does not favor anyone. That is why God is called as Aryama. He never forgives anyone. If we do a sin, He will not forgive us. That's why He is called as supreme judge Aryama. And then Indra. Indra means Ya Indati Parameshwaryavan Bhavati Sa Indraha Parameshwaraha. He is, Indra means He is most powerful. Also Indra means He possesses all the glory. He is Aishwaryavan. That's why Almighty God is called as Indra. Indra, as I mentioned in the previous video, Indra does not mean a devata in the sky and pouring rainwater to us. Brihaspati. Brihaspati Yo Brihatamakashadinam Patihi Swami Palayita Sa Brihaspati. Brihaspati is a compound of two words, Brihat and Pati. God is called Brihaspati because He is the greatest of the great and the Lord of the big universes, heavens and galaxies. Here heaven does not mean a place in the sky where people will go after death and then there will be lot of apsaras dancing, we will get great food, etc. That is not called as heaven. Heaven means sky here. Vishnu. Vishnu is made from the root word Vishlari. The meaning of Vishnu is Vishlari Vyapto Vishnuhu. God is called Vishnu because He pervades all the movable and immovable world. He is omnipresent. That's why Almighty God is called as Vishnu. Urukrama. Urur Mahan Kramaha Parakramo Yasyasa Urukramaha. God is called Urukrama because He has infinite energy. So the meaning of this mantra is like this. May that God who is the possessor of infinite energy and friend of all and enemy to none be giver of bliss to us. May the most excellent Almighty God be giver of bliss. Varunaha Shanno. May the Lord of justice be the dispenser of bliss. May the all-powerful, the giver of all power, may that Lord be giver of knowledge to us, Brihaspati. May the pervader of all, Vishnu, be the giver of blessings to all of us. Naha means all of us. Next word is Brahma. नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु मामवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिर् शान्ति शान्तिः. This is a very famous quotation. Of course, it's not a Ved mantra. The meaning of Brahma, Vriddhau Brahma. The word Brahma comes from the root word Briha, and Brihi means to grow. Vayete Brahmane Namostu. We bow to that God Brahma who is above the all, greatest of all and of infinite strength. O God, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. You are our manifest Lord as you are in our inner self. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. I shall call you alone, my manifest Lord, as you are realizable to all, being a pervader through the whole universe. Ritam Vadishyami. Whatever is your proper injunction in the Vedas, that I shall preach to others, and that very same I shall myself act up. That is why we should never tell that this is God, that is God, Krishna is God, Rama is God, Allah is God, Jesus is God. We should always tell the fact, truth. Ritam Vadishyami. Satyam Vadishyami. I shall speak the truth and accept the truth and do the truth. Tanmamavatu. May such you protect me. Tad Vaktaram Avatu. May such you protect me. Who am I, the realizer? Who am the realizer and the speaker of truth, so that my intellect be faithful to your order and never go against it. Since whatever is your order is called as Dharma, and the reverse is called as Adharma. Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. This repetition of the text is meant to emphasize the meaning, just as one in the ordinary language says to another, go to village, go. By the repetition of the word go, he means to say go at once. Similarly, the devotee, by repeating this prayer for shelter and protection, wishes to express that he prays for immediate protection at his hands, so that he may have firm faith in the truth and the virtue and hate untruth and vice. So the more and more we listen and understand the qualities of God, we get attached to the Almighty God. When we start speaking the truth, not only the truth of day-to-day life, but also the truth about Almighty God. When you start accepting that this God, who is the creator of the universe, who has spoken in the Vedas, is the real God, and I will leave the false worship and go to that Almighty God to do true worship, then God starts protecting us from that moment onwards. Otherwise, He never protects. My Acharya always says there is only protection to the true Vedic followers. Otherwise, it is only karma fal. Like 100 people are traveling in an aeroplane, one guy, the plane gets into accident, one guy is survived. It's not because of, he is not a Vedic guy. He got his protection because of his own karma. And then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I made a separate video why there are 3 times normally we say Shanti, because the word Shanti is repeated 3 times because the world has 3 types of pains or sorrows. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika and Adidaivika. These are the 3 types of sorrows pertaining to the body, pertaining to the soul, like ignorance, lack of knowledge, passions, hatred, physical pain and diseases such as fever. This is called Adhyatmika. Adibhautika is coming from one's enemies, tigers, snake bite, etc. Adidaivika arising from the cause of excessive rains from Jadadevata. Excessive rains, extreme cold, extreme heat, etc. These are called as Adidaivika Dukh. So we are praying to Almighty God, may you keep us away from these 3-fold pains and ever guide us in beneficial actions, because you alone are the embodiment of good. You alone do good to the whole world and give bliss to the pious salvation seekers. Be you manifest in the hearts of living beings through your own grace, that all the living beings embrace virtue, forsake vice, attain the supreme bliss and remain free from pains. I hope you understood. I request you to listen it again. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.